I consider these guns the Ferrari of the gun world.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got your Glocks, you got your SIGs, you got your Smith & Wessons, Toyotas, Hondas of the gun world.
Yeah, those are the Honda Civics, right? They're plain Jane and they work.
Right.
Yeah, these are definitely the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, you know. Hey guys, Troy with Shoot Center in Cape Coral, Florida.
John?
Today we're going to be talking about STIs, and specifically their 2011 line. Now, for me personally, I have a little bit of experience on them. I've gotten a couple thousand rounds through these guns. But John here, you carry them all the time, right? And you run these guns pretty hard. So why don't you go ahead and give us a rundown on them?
All right, this is the 2019 Staccato P. It's a 4.15 inch bull barrel, double stack. I love the platform. I'm used to shooting single stack guns. 1911's first gun my father taught me how to shoot was a basic 1911 45 ACP when I was 4 years old. I fell in love with the platform, and I mean it's just a super good feeling gun. It's flat shooting. The thumb safety is very positive on it. The slide, the frame fitment is super tight, and I love this gun. Love it to death, man.
Okay. For those who don't know, a 2011, right, is just a kind of updated version of what we would consider a 1911 pistol. 1911s were created, well, in 1911, right? They're a single stack, single action only pistol that works really well. They're very famous for being Colt 45s, carry cocked and locked, right? All those terms is very reminiscent of 1911s. With 2011s, just kind of were created, well, in 2011, right? It's just taking that design and upgrading it. So instead of using a single stack magazine, they use a double stack. They do come in a couple different calibers as far as 9mm, 40, 10mm. I think, did they make it 10mm?
There's
a 38 special, 38 super, I mean, and things like that. Both of these are in 9mm, so depends on your magazine, on what your capacity is going to be. You know, like this one right here is a 20 round magazine. You can fit 21 in there, by the way. Shh, don't tell anyone, right? But no, this is a 20 round magazine, which is a phenomenal carry option, right? It is a little bit bigger in the gun. I think this one, what, you're running 17?
17, but you can fit 18.
Yeah.
You can tell everybody that.
Yeah, and they work, they run. We've done it.
These are the Gen 2 magazines.
Oh, okay.
Now I know the Gen 1 magazines, they had a little bit of an issue. So they did something with the followers, and I think they tweaked the feed lips on it.
Okay.
So it's feeding more reliable.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. So kind of run through your personal gun and kind of what you did to it. Obviously it's not stocked anymore, nope. So kind of run us through that.
All right, so the Staccato P from the factory comes with their new, the 2019 model, excuse me, comes with their new G2 grip. I really didn't care for it. So I took a Dremel tool, grinded it down, and added my own kind of stipple pattern to it. So it's more of a waffle pattern to it. The only thing else I did to it was I added an X300 Ultra to it. Every gun that I carry, concealed carry, even during the daytime, I carry with a light. It comes with a red fiber optic, so I had to buy it from Dawson Precision. I think Dawson is the only company that has that size fiber optic.
Gotcha.
So I opted to go for the green because I just see green way better than red. Yep.
Yeah, just going to human eyes and optical stuff, green is a lot easier, yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, I've had about, I think 4,200 rounds to it, no cleaning on it. And a lot of people are like, oh, 2011s aren't reliable or 1911s aren't reliable. As long as you keep them wet, they're good to go.
Yep. I have right here, this is a Staccato P Duo. So the only difference between these two guns, this has the original tree bark grip is what we'd like to call it, and it is optic ready. Okay, so they are making them with iron sights and for optics as well. Obviously they make a bunch of competition line guns where these are more of the carry and duty line of guns as we'd have it. From the factory, these are already ready to go for Leupold Delta Point Pros. That's what they're made for. You can slap it right on it, don't have to do anything. If you want to run like a Trichicon RMR, there's an adapter plate that they ship with the gun that you have to put on there. And it works really, really well. These guns shoot super flat, super accurate. I think one of the benefits to this firearm itself is the trigger, right? Single action only, right? When we pull the trigger on that on this firearm, all that's going to happen is that hammer's going to go forward. That's it. And so it's just super crisp, super clean. I think the fastest I've ever shot a handgun is with a 2011, absolutely, right? My normal splits are anywhere between like what, a 2.2, 2.5, 2.0, right in there. That's my normal for like a Glock 34, things like that. With something like this, I'm getting like 1.4, 1.6 splits, which is just insanely fast for me personally.
Easy. Right?
And that's me talking about my shooting style, right? Now, one of the interesting things about that I found out, the number of agencies have gone to this, right? LAPD Metro Division, right? They have decided that they're going to allow their officers to carry this. Same with LAPD Sheriff, not LAPD, LA Sheriff Department, right? U.S. Marshals, their Special Operations Group, the SOG units are running STIs, right? So these are getting approval from a lot of different people, and so it's really nice to hear that, right?
Yep. So what I really like about the 1911, 2011 platform is the grip angle. It just feels like it's part of your hand when you grip onto it. So you get that good high grip on it, and that you just punch out, and I mean it's there. It's there. You don't have to search for the sights.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I see that too. I've been running Glocks for so long, so going something a little bit different sometimes can be a little funky for me, but it's a natural point and gun. You just get it there and go. I think the only big training curve that I have, going from like a Glock or a SIG 320 or something like that to this, is that manual safety. That's the biggest thing that I struggle with sometimes. And I'll push a gun out there and I'm like, why isn't it working? Oh, manual safety. Manual safety. All right, that's just a training thing, guys. You just gotta get reps on the gun. So you know, it's my own little problem right there, I guess you could say. But these things run, and they run hard. Luckily, we at Shoot Center carry a full line of this stuff. We even have them on our rental line. Like, right, this is one of our rental guns. You guys can come here, shoot this gun right today if you wanted to, right? So it's here, and if you've never shot one, come check them out, right? We do host STI here, and they do range days where they'll bring their entire catalog of guns, not their entire, but the vast majority of the catalog of their guns, from their carry models all the way up to their really Gucci competition models, right? And you can come in and shoot them, which is phenomenal, right? Getting hands on stuff that typically wouldn't be available. Now, prices always vary on these. These can run anywhere from, you know, mid 15, 14, 13, 1200, somewhere in there, depending upon which gun, all the way up to over 4,000, right? So obviously budget's a thing. We understand that 100%, but I think it's well worth the money, right, that you put into it. You know, getting a reliable gun that you can use, right, and that just works. Now, one of the things that we hear all the time is, well, what holster options are there for carrying, right? In the competition world, these have been used for a long time, so there's some very good competition holsters. Not my cup of tea, so I'm going to be honest, I don't know those 100%. But we're starting to see other companies. I know Safariland, right, for those of you guys who are thinking about running this on duty as a duty gun, Safariland's making holsters now for the STIs, 2011 guns. I know there's some modifications you can do to some of them, their current lineup, that work really well. As far as Concealable, there's a bunch of companies out there that are making them, but I think one of the best ones, I think, is Tier 1 Concealed. Right? John's got his Tier 1 here, and John's going to talk to you about it.
So the Tier 1 Concealment this is the Aegis model, and I love this. I have about 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. They're pretty pricey. They range from about 130-ish to 180 $80-ish, depending on your setup. So I got 2 different colors. You can choose different color options. You can choose premium Kydex or just regular Kydex. I wanted to go a little something different because I have so many models. I can just look at the color and be like, okay, that's for that gun. You know what I'm saying? This also has the mag caddy on the side, so you can carry extra mag right there with ease. You can easily fit the 17 rounder or the 20 rounder. No issues. So it's just user preference. You can add, I think it's a +2, +3, or +4, so that the mag actually sits down a little lower. It doesn't stick up so high. So I mean, and it's super, super comfortable. I can wear this all day, and it feels like I don't have the gun on me because how the clips are, they're distributing the weight on your waistline. So
exactly.
I love this holster.
You know, one of the things that we hear all the time is it's difficult to conceal carry guns, especially like, you might look at this firearm, right, especially with a magazine in it. That's a big gun, but it's actually very concealable. My normal carry gun's a Glock 34 with an RMR and a Surefire X300. You guys see me shoot that on the channel, and that's my normal carry gun. And in a later video, we're gonna go through what our carry setups are, so you kind of can see that. But you know, it's doable with the right holster and the right belt. But Tier 1's making some good stuff inside the waistband, outside the waistband holsters for it, and they work. I've been really happy with them. Sure. Gripping the firearm, gripping the 2011 platform can be a little bit different than, say, a Glock. I've noticed that with my grip that I have, I still get super high on it, but if I go too far forward, my palm will hit the slide release, slide lock. So on that last round, the slide will still go forward, and I think I still have ammo in there, and I get the hammer, I just get a clip. And then I'm like, oh, and then I have to reload, and then I have to cock it, rack it. So I mean, that's one thing I had to relearn, reteach myself, is how to grip the gun to where my palm is a little bit more back towards my shooting hand thumb, and not so far forward and up. Got it. So I mean, makes sense. It happens a lot on 2011, 1911 platforms with me because my hands are so big. I'm getting so super high up on the gun. Now, I forgot to mention this. This is actually a pretty cool little feature. So typically with a normal standard firearm, you have your slide and your frame, right? So 2 big main components. This actually has 3. So not only do you have your slide, your frame, but also this grip module comes off. Now they're talking about the different numbers, about a 40% felt reduction in recoil, just to how this is designed. So yeah, it's very easy. If, like, say you didn't want this tree bark and you wanted that or whatever, it's actually pretty easy to change these out. You can pop them off, pop a new one on, you're good to go, because the housing, you have a steel slide, steel frame body. The rest of the grip down here, this is all polymer. That's all that is, right? So it does actually allow it to be a little bit lighter than typically, but that design itself helps reduce that felt recoil. And it's true, it does. These guns are super soft shooting and really just a joy to shoot. So they went from the stippled polymer grip to the G2 grip, which is also already has its own texturing to it. Because they're trying to streamline production. So this takes more time to produce than this. So this is just like a mold. You just pop it out and it's good to go. You know, right, we're all humans. Some people like Fords, some people like Dodges, some people like Chevys, right? So they also saw that guys and gals were stippling their stuff anyways to try to change this because they didn't quite like it. So that's another reason why they went to the newer grips, is because they wanted you guys on your own to modify it if you needed to, like John did here. And they've actually come out and said that to us, that was the purpose for that, as well as to streamline production, get more guns in the hands of end users. So that's a phenomenal thing. Guys, this is Troy. John. Check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, shootcenter.com. Also, subscribe for more videos. We'll see you on the range, and enjoy your day.